quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. A Haas, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
Here we go, resource points. More of them resource points. We love those resource points. So we'll open up our laptop and go to one-shot qualifying. I still haven't really played around with the whole laptop thing. I've just mainly been driving. I mean, I'm not as familiar with these tracks as I should be, so... And then maybe, you know, eventually we'll get to the point where we do a real qualifying session. But for now, I'm okay with one-shot qualifying.
We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximizing top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Well, we don't want to have too much drag. The super soft tires are the suggested, recommended for qualifying here. So we're going to go ahead and use them. It's going to take us out on our flying lap coming out of the final turn. And away we go. Hey, it even put DRS on automatically for us. So we're going to go down in here to turn 1. Yeah. I screwed up just a little bit on that corner. Ooh. Car didn't want to do what I told it to there. Lewis Hamilton, the closest qualifier to us. We blew everybody away in qualifying by 2 seconds, and it looks like we're well on our way to doing that again. Lewis Hamilton nowhere near us in terms of the ghosted #1 qualifier so far. And here we go, we're going to come into the front stretch and we're darn near going to tie what we did. Well, actually, we were pretty far off of what we did in P1. We're going to qualify first for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the Formula 1 Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix. Look at that, a 135.6 to 3.5 seconds over Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton.
So make sure you join us then.
Everybody was on the super soft tires like I figured. Our teammate Gutierrez qualified in the 15th spot. So we're going to go jump out of this and another race and another good qualifying effort. So there's our resource points. We currently have 809. Still haven't found out what to do yet. As we take a look at the rivalry update, we should have smashed Gutierrez in this one. There we go, leading rivalry. 21 points out of 30. So, and that's all. It's not even through 2 races. It's through a race and a qualifying session and a practice session. So then we are on our way to overtaking Gutierrez for the #1 driver for Haas F1. Let's go ahead and jump into our second race of our Formula One career. So we'll just sit back and let the announcers in the intro do all the
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some points during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Haas in pole position then, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Bottas, Button and Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hülkenberg, Felipe Massa and Sainz, Gutierrez, Kvyat, Marcus Ericsson and Felipe Nasser, Haryanto and Wehrlein, Jolyon Palmer and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
All right, so let's jump into race strategy. What do we want to do? We have, let's see, we have high tire management or low tire management. And drive as hard and fast as possible to get the most performance out of each set of tires. We did that last time, and it would have worked out well for us if we not got caught up in a wreck. So let's go ahead and select that. And then I think we're okay to go ahead and start this one. Could have gotten a better start, that's for sure. Hamilton's going to go around the outside of us. Try to drive it in there deep. But it didn't work. We got a yellow flag already. There we go, green flag, hazard clear. So we lose some spots off the start. But we dive bomb in there under Verstappen, get the third spot back. Can't overdrive the car too early here. Just got to be patient. 14 laps, it's a long way to go. Hamilton and Rosberg, the 2 Mercedes, are there in sight. And man, the AI brakes earlier than I do. We're going to go around the outside of Rosberg. Probably a mistake here, because then he's going to have the inside positioning on us, but we outbraked him. So we overtake the second spot. Ooh, buddy. It's almost like he brake checked me there. Well, we're going to have a run on Hamilton here, that's for sure. So we're going to dive to the inside and take that #1 spot away. Well, we lost it, dropped back to 4th, and it only took us a lap to get back to the #1 spot. But Hamilton's coming. We're gonna watch for the dive bomb. He backs off. And we might be off to the races now. Hamilton's keeping it close. Ooh, buddy. Do I want to change my strategy? No, not really. Ooh. Lost it just a little bit. Part of the track's been the most difficult for me so far. A lot to deal with in that stretch. Come out of the last turn and complete lap #2. There we go. We have the fastest lap, and DRS has been enabled. Hamilton's keeping the gap within striking distance, that's for sure. And we went ahead and overdrove that corner terribly. It's going to allow Hamilton to close up that gap just a little bit. We got a warning for exceeding the track limits. Wants us to come into pit on lap 3. This is interesting. I'm not quite sure what this is all about. I guess it's just going to go along with our strategy here. Looks like we're switching to some different tires, and that's all we're doing. I guess we just gotta trust the strategy here. Gonna have to watch merging here. Whoa! Nobody close behind us. like a bad line there. Got our teammate here, Gutierrez, right in front of us. Overdrove this corner last time. This time, I think I hit it about as perfect as I have throughout this whole race weekend. Around the outside of Gutierrez. Ooh, that curve really messed me up. We had to tangle with our teammate a week ago. Don't want that again. Cut to the inside here of Jensen Button. Not quite going to work. A little bit of contact, but nothing to be concerned about. Should be able to outbrake him here, and we do. Dart to the inside. Not going to be able to get a run on Science here. We got the DRS might be helping us out. Looks like we are going to be getting a run. And we do, and we almost make the pass. I almost came down in front of him there. So we're battling for 11th with Nico Hulkenberg. Not much of a battle. He's practically going to give the spot to us. Back in the gas early there. First time I've really had to race around traffic in this game, other than lap 1. So we're almost in the points here. 10th place Alonso right in front of us. Thought about going for that inside move, but not worth it quite yet. Have to jump to the outside, then back to the inside to make a pass there. Lots of cars in this stretch here. We got Perez. He's thinking about going back in line there with him, but Ricardo and Bottas going to go down the pit lane. We have the fastest lap at a 1:39.1. So we're already up to 4th place Massa here. Who I'm sure is yet to pit. We got Max Verstappen in front of us. That is the 3rd spot right there. Felipe Massa, the car we just passed. Inside positioning on Verstappen here. And we do, and we have a run. So let's see, we have Road. I think that's going to put us back in first. No. Oh, yep, there we go. Back to first. Now, once, oh no, now we got Perez and Science there behind us. On lap 7 of 14, we'll hit the halfway point when we come to the stripe next time by. keeping with our strategy is working at the moment. So I see no need to change. But we can start being a little bit more conservative. Got a big gap, I'm sure, to Perez. Oh, so we're going to come to the stripe here. It seems like a good time to shut up for a little bit and let you enjoy the sounds of F1 2016. See, look at what happens when I shut up. I set the fastest lap. There we go. So we are still in first, I'd imagine by a pretty wide margin. Gutierrez in the pits, the little notification there. Part of the track almost got me again. I almost screwed that one up big time. Doesn't want us in for a pit stop yet. I'd imagine there's still probably one that it wants us to make. This is a green pit marker is on our little control board there. handling in this part of the track just hasn't been there for me today. This is the one part where I've struggled. I heard a crew chief say it there, hit this lap, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Okay, we'll veer off to the inside here. And we'll see how much damage this does. All those cars are on the back straight right behind us, I think. Quick pit stop, and we might not even lose any positions. If we do, it's just going to be just. Nope, but we do have Lewis Hamilton right behind us. I'd imagine he still has to make another stop, but we'll see. We're not going to treat it like that with 4 laps to go. Gotta drive it like we stole it here. Ooh. Heard something funky there. Borderline corner cut there. The best section we've had in that part of the track. All day, I feel. That felt really good. The whole sequence felt really good. We really put some space on Lewis Hamilton back there. Gonna come around, 2 to go, or 3 to go next time. 3 to go this time, 2 to go next time. Lewis Hamilton still back there, hasn't gone in for a pit yet. Maybe 2 to go this next time by. Ooh, and I overdrove that corner badly. It's the second time I've done that in the race. Going to allow Hamilton to close the gap just a little bit, but nothing I'm too worried about. Just can't do that again. Nailed it again. Got up on the curb a little bit at the peak of the hill, but nothing we can't handle. So here we go, 2 to go at the line. We'll see what Hamilton does, if he's going to go in for a pit stop or not. So far back, I can barely see. Take the line I wanted there, so just kind of breathe the throttle a little bit there and regroup. I do believe Lewis Hamilton went it. Nope, he didn't. He's still back there. I thought because I couldn't see him, I thought maybe Hamilton went in to take his last pit stop, but it doesn't look like he's gonna. He's going to stay out. It's going to be a close race. So we can't make too many bad decisions here. A little bit off the line. And darn near overcorrected. Just what I was saying we can't do. Can't make big mistakes. It's going to let Hamilton close that gap. So here we go. Bell lap. White flag. 1 to go. 1 lap between us and our first Formula One podium and our first Formula One win. A gap. Just gotta be smart here. Just be smart. Make good decisions. Brake early if you have to, like I did there. Corner. And it's one that hasn't troubled us all day. And it won't this time. The home stretch, we're gonna be Formula One winners. Fireworks going off in the background. We get Haas F1, their first win, an American team winning in Formula One.
A great
Look at the crew.
Team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson,
and then there we are.
Set them apart from the competition here.
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers.
So we're going to be split by a couple of Mercedes drivers. We have Raikkonen and... Oh, Kimi Raikkonen, is that right? We got Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, sorry. Spraying the champagne all over everybody. And they'll congratulate us on our first Formula One win.
So then,
let alone our first Formula One podium. I mean, I didn't.
Championship. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top
I'm honestly
of the
just kind of shocked at the fact that we just did that. I mean, I didn't expect a win.
Well, it's got to be Felipe Massa, hasn't it? He fought so hard and had incredible pace at times. I don't think anyone did a better job today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings.
Take a look.
Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top.
Fastest lap was
it was great having
darn near 4 seconds.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as
faster
we did.
than anybody else.
Next time, though, goodbye.
There's really no incidents to go and replay here, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. The fireworks going off there. Just take a look at some important parts. We didn't get off to a good start. I didn't. If you watched my last video, I jumped the start and gave myself a little bit of a mulligan and restarted the race. Turned out not to matter since we had such a bad race anyway, but so we really, I mean, I didn't have a good start this time. I was late, getting off the clutch. And we had to fight our way up early on. As we take a look right there. Look at that. That might be the screenshot there. So we'll go ahead and jump up, continue. We're making a move on the outside there of the Mercedes. Let's go ahead and... No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. We're not going to hurt your eyes. So anyway, I think that's going to do it. Didn't expect, like I said, a win so early on in our Formula One career, but it's going to be race number 2. We rebound nicely from a terrible finish last time out in Melbourne. We win the Bahrain Grand Prix, gaining 25 points. Let's take a look at that, what that does to the driver's standings. And there we go. Only 18 back of Lewis Hamilton, 10 back of Nico Rosberg in 3rd.
Felipe Massa.
And the Constructors Championship,
every bit of his not unsubstantial
we put Haas F1 in the 3rd spot.
Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings.
It's going to be tough for the Constructors Championship to be ours, but
a strong weekend from them as they fight their way
unless Gutierrez steps his game up. Let's see what he did.
It's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
About where he started was 16th spot. We started first, ended up first. All right. Well, that'll do it. Take one final look at the standings of the Bahrain Grand Prix, the driver's standings after the Bahrain Grand Prix, I guess I should say. We move up into the 3rd spot with 25 points. It's our only points of the season so far after the terrible race in Melbourne in the Australian Grand Prix, but we get that first win. Really, really cool. Really excited about it. Thanks to everyone who watched, who was part of this. Hope you guys come back for more. Might have to up the difficulty a little bit. I don't know if I'm winning already. Anyway, have a great evening, guys. I guess it's evening now. Great evening. Good night, and good luck.